Hey everybody, welcome back to Brent's Backyard Redneckery. You know, over the years, I've made a few hot sauces here and there. I like to experiment with a lot of my cooking. So this year I decided I want to experiment with a hot sauce. I got tons of these fatali peppers. So what can I pair with it? I've already got pear, I've already got mango. Let's try banana. Never had a banana hot sauce. I look online, not having much luck finding a banana hot sauce recipe. Guess it's not all that popular. So anyway, I've decided to ferment a banana pear or banana fatali hot sauce, and we're going to take care of that. So get ready. I'll tell you what you need to do. Let's get into it. So here's our ingredients. We got fatali peppers, bananas, garlic, onion, yellow bell pepper, pickling salt, a quart of water, and our bag to put it all into. So let's go ahead and get started. So what we're going to do first, I'm going to take both of my bottles of water, and we're going to put these in our saucepan here and get these up to not boiling, but up to a warm enough temperature to dissolve our salt. So I'm going to go ahead and dump that in there, and once it gets up to, I'm going to put it on about a medium-high heat here and then stir it up until it dissolves. So I'll put in 2.5 tablespoons of pickling salt. Once this is dissolved, we're going to pour it into the fermenter. I'm almost dissolved right now, so I'm going to let that warm up just a little bit more. So while that's doing that, we'll go cut up our vegetables. Okay, so with your garlic, you're just going to peel it. We're going to cut it in half. Get that over off to the side. The onion, just cut off the ends. We're only going to use about half of this onion. So peel off that outer layer. We're going to take this in, cut it up. I'm only going to use this one because I tried doing this before and the onion was way too strong. So this time I'm going with half the amount of onion. And our bell pepper, we need to cut that into small little chunks. And we want to get all the seeds out. So I'll just take this and cut it in half. And pull out whatever seeds you have. I'm using a yellow bell pepper because I want to keep this hot sauce yellow. That's the reason I'm using the fatalis as well. Now that, and I've got 100,000 of them. So with a bell pepper, you'll just take it. We're just going to cut it up into chunks like so, because it's all going to mix together in the end. And we're going to use 6 bananas. We'll take the bananas and we're just going to cut them up like so. So I'll go ahead and get all this cut up and we'll put it in the bag and see how it looks then. So I'm going to probably use about 15 of these. Make sure whenever you're cutting up peppers to wear gloves, because it doesn't feel good when you get this on your skin and then accidentally rub your eyes or elsewhere that it can burn and not feel very good. So we'll take out the seeds and we're just going to take the peppers and cut them up like this into small pieces like that. Once I've got all those cut up, we'll put them all in there with all of our rest of our stuff. And then we'll get it in that bag right there and drop it off in our fermenter. So now we got everything all mixed up in here. I'm going to take it and put it in this bag. And we're going to fill up the bag with all of this goodies. And we're going to put it in our fermenter. Put the cap on it and put on an airlock. Okay, so we've got our fermenter here and our bag of goodies. And I'm going to have to try and stretch it out a little bit until we get it down in there. All right. Now that we got this in there, I've just got to get a little bit of something to weight that down so it doesn't float up. Then we'll get our weight on and put on the lid. I've just filled up a half-pint jar with water there. I've got my airlock. Put it there so any gases can escape. They'll bubble out, and then this thing won't swell up and explode. Not like it'll explode because it's glass, but you know. All right, so we've got everything in here. I've got my jar on there weighting it down. Got our airlock in place just in case we have any expansion in here, and we'll check back on it in a couple weeks. All right, that wraps up another episode of Brent's Backyard Redneckery. So right now we're setting right where we want it to be to let this thing sit for a couple weeks. Not sure how it's going to turn out, how it's going to taste or anything like that. So be sure to come back in a couple weeks. I will upload the second video from where we've fermented it and got it all done. So until then, if you like this video, share it with your friends, give me a thumbs up. Come back next time. I'll tell you what you need to do. Y'all have a good one.